getting into the relationship. That's when you need mentors. Listen, premarital counseling is bullshit. I hate to fuck up y'all business model. I hate to break down whatever it is that y'all got going on. Premarital counseling, and I know y'all gonna and listen, y'all can more than welcome to call in if y'all want to. I can break it down and explain it to you a little bit differently. Premarital counseling, dating, anything that happens before you get married is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Because as a man, you're not vetting for the woman that she is. You vetting for the woman that you need as you continue to elevate and become the man that you are. The one thing that you don't want as a man is a woman that you got to fucking drag the entire relationship up to your success. That's the last thing that you need. And so a lot of times what I find guys doing, which is why you shouldn't date the chick that work at Wendy's or whatever like that, if you already a super successful guy. The one thing that I see guys doing as a huge mistake, huge red flag, is that they date or they vet based off of where they at and what they think they want now versus what they're projected to be. The greatest version of you is not even until your 50s and your even from an earning perspective for your late 50s to early 60s. Some of y'all get with women that is not built or equipped to deal with the level of success that you're going to have later on in life. And so you get premarital counseling based off of what your old stupid ass standards are today. And it don't mean nothing because it's all going to change and it's going to evolve because you're going to let go of the things that you learned in order to cleave to your husband and your wife. And so when you're vetting or when you're having conversations, it's based off of evolution and how you're continuing to evolve as a couple as you go through whatever it is that you're going through. You don't even know that your career is going to change. You didn't know that you was going to be a content creator and all of the things that y'all had conversations and evolved beyond over the last 20 years. I'm using myself as an example because, see, I am successfully married and it's a difference. And you didn't know that your chick or your daughter, right, was going to be used as leverage against you as far as for people to try to tear apart your life to determine whether or not you authentic or not. And so they're going to be putting your daughter on a live stream and all of that. And so you got to adjust. And then they're going to be like, how come you don't show me on the internet no more? Well, you got to have that conversation. I got to protect you now. Things is different. It's a different types of, you don't even know where you're going to go because life is going to take you in different directions. You're going to pivot. You might become famous. One of y'all going to be going to politics and they got to play a specific role or they got to carry themselves a certain way. You have no clue what you are to become. The counseling is consistent and constant as you continue to evolve in whatever it is that you're going through. This is why it's important for you to surround yourself around people that's going in the direction that you're going in. Because you're going to evolve. You're going to get into a situation. I'll give you another example, right? Y'all got together. Y'all got married. Cool. She can't hang out with the same women that she was hanging out with. She's a different woman than she was. And I'm not even talking like they was doing something that was wrong in particular, but they going in two different directions. And her friends are going to be asking, hey, how come you can't come out here and do some of the stuff that we doing? She's a mother now. She has to spend more time doing the things that's more conducive for her family. It's not about her happiness anymore. Her happiness and his happiness is put to the side, and it doesn't mean that they can't be happy, but they're trying to figure out how to raise this fucking child. You know what I'm saying? He going through some shit right now. The same way that they used to talk as friends as far as telling each other business to each other, she can't do that because she should not be sharing his business of her husband with her friends anymore. The dynamics of their relationship is going to change and they're going to look at her differently. How do you deal with some shit like that? Do you even know that you shouldn't be telling the business of your man over into whoever, and let me revise that, of your husband over to your friends? Your mama shouldn't know y'all intimate business. Your pastor shouldn't know y'all intimate business. Let me say that again. You not married, baby girl, to your pastor. Your pastor does not come first before your husband. I don't know who the fuck told y'all that. I don't know why y'all so submissive to your pastors. Your pastor is not coming first before your husband. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say that one. That's a whole nother live stream. That's a whole nother live stream. And I don't mean that the parents can't give you general information, but they should not know the intimate details of your relationship. Y'all need to work that out amongst each other. Y'all need to work that out amongst each other. I'm not going to deep dive into that today. That's a whole nother conversation. Let's continue. You're going to go through things. You're going to evolve. Her body is going to be changing. Her body is going to change. See, we going to have grown folks conversation today because I know that y'all just want to talk about how much head you can get and how many days of the week she's supposed to fuck you and all of that shit. I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that her body is going to evolve. And she gonna go through phases and different things and all of that because she gonna have a baby and you know what I'm saying? Her thyroid is gonna be messed up and all of this other type of stuff. And then she gonna have surgery and all of it. I mean, you know, things happen. Life events happen. So when I say y'all gonna go through stuff, I'm saying that you're going to go through things even though it may not necessarily be self-inflicted. Are you understanding? Do you have compassion? Right? I ain't even got to the part where you know what I'm saying? One of y'all might cheat or something. I'm not even talking about that tonight. I'm talking about y'all gonna go through things in order to go to places that you've never been before. And very few people today can give you the blueprint on how it is that you're supposed to substantiate going through things in order to get to things to where you can really get to the blissful part. Another key to being married, and this is a very big one, and it seems small, but it's really not. Another key to being married is that the dating doesn't start until after you get married. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The dating does not start until after you get married. Oh, Anton, you don't get it. Things is different today than they was yesteryear. I know, that's why it's worse than it ever has been. Have you seen the parallel and the correlation with the fact that y'all keep doing it y'all way and y'all keep messing up? You don't start dating until you get married. That's when it's okay to start spending some money. Not before, not to show her who you is. No, it comes afterwards. That's when you start dating. That's